The Addams Family first appeared back in 1938 with a single-panel comic by cartoon artist Charles Addams. But for many of us, our first introduction to the family was the television show that ran between 1964 and 1966. Even if it was before our time, it would run in syndication for years, allowing new generations to discover the Kooky family.
The teeth.
So get a witch's shawl on, a broomstick you can crawl on. We're gonna pay a call on the Addams Family.
In 1972, the Addams Family will make an appearance on the third episode of the new Scooby-Doo movies. With the success of this episode, a cartoon series was planned and would debut in September of 1973. This will lead to a 1973 planned Addams Family variety show called The Addams Family Funhouse. However, only a pilot episode would be produced. In 1971, with the 60s show still finding success in syndication, a reunion television movie was greenlit, and it would bring back the original cast and air on NBC on October 30th, 1977.
Tish, why did you invite him?
Because this is the season, my love. And we decided to invite only family this year, remember?
For most of the 80s, the Addams Family would be laid to rest when it comes to anything new. In 1989, Nintendo would release a video game starring Uncle Fester called Fester's Quest. In 1991, the Addams Family would get their big screen debut with an all-new cast bringing the family to life.
Showtime!
Unhappy, darling.
Oh, yes.
The Addams Family movie would be a big hit, and a follow-up sequel would hit theaters in 1993. However, shortly after the success of the first film, the Addams Family did return to television. With the success of the movie, the producers at ABC wanted to cash in, and they ordered a new cartoon series for 1992, The Addams Family, the animated series. They would also bring back John Astin to voice the character of Gomez Addams. Uncle Fester would be voiced by the variety show icon Rip Taylor, and Carol Channing would voice the Addams' grandmother. The rest of the cast would be used by veteran voice actors for the roles. The cartoon would return the family to its roots, going with the look of the original comics than trying to look like the movie cast or the cast from the television show. To help promote the cartoon, ABC returned to Playmate Toys for a line of action figures based on the series. Playmates was having huge success with their cartoon-based Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle line and had just picked up the rights for figures based on Star Trek The Next Generation. 9 figures would be planned for the line. However, only 6 would be released. The figures we got were Gomez Addams. You could squeeze his leg and he would thrust his arms out and wave his sword. The grandmother of the Addams Family, Granny. Push the lever on Granny's back to make her stir her potion. Then there was Lurch. Push the button on his back and he would raise his arms and his mouth would open. Matisha Addams. You could pull the dead vine right out of her sleeve. Pugsley Addams. Squeeze his legs and his arms would whip up to trigger his bone-brushing bar trap. Uncle Fester. You could push his head down, then squeeze his leg to make his head pop back up. Each figure came with a bio card on the back of the card, like a lot of the Playmate action figures at the time. 3 more figures were planned to be released shortly after the first wave, and they're even shown on the back of the card. Wednesday Addams, Thing, and Cousin It. These 3 would have been a great addition to the line, but it was canceled as the toys didn't hit sales, and the cartoon series was also struggling to find ratings, as it would be canceled also after 21 episodes. The figures were really well done, and very good details. It's a shame we never got the final 3 figures to complete the family. Wednesday Addams, being such a key character to the family, is needed the most. This is one action figure line that deserves a bigger fan base, as they're not only great looking figures that capture the look of the cartoon, but they have a lot of play value as a fun toy, much like Kenner's real Ghostbusters action figure line. An Addams Family house playset would have been a great addition to the line, and it would have been nice to see what Playmates could have done with the series too. Today you can get most of the figures on card on the secondary market for around $20 to $30. Well, that's a look at the Playmates action figure line, one of the many action figure lines that got canceled before its time.
The Addams Family.
Hey, Junkman channel popping though.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.